Today is Monday, February the 6th. It's minus 26. It feels colder for some reason, I don't know why. Keep the shop at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I plug in the tractor with a timer, so the circulating heater runs for about an hour before I start it. So that's why the temperature's up at 87, 90 degrees. I don't know if I think that's more economical than heating the whole shop to a much warmer temperature. This way I basically just start the tractor, idle it out, and I can putter along. You don't have to sit there for 15 minutes and let it warm up. That's my theory anyway. I sold 13 heifer calves. When was that, last week? Last week, I think, yeah. They were the bottom end, so price-wise I should have sold them the week before, but maybe they just weren't as good a quality as the steers were. I sold them the week before, and the heifers, so there was a few that, there wasn't enough of them to, to interest the buyers really in a package. So, and I sold all the gray ones. Apparently they're still discriminating on color. There was a gray heifer that weighed 735 pounds and a black heifer that weighed 735 pounds. They sold them separate, and the gray one went for 10 cents less than the black one. And because there was only 13 of them, I know which gray one it was, and it was the best heifer in the group. And they just discount them because of color. So same bulls, same cows, same everything. Still a little odd that cattlemen do that, but that's why I sold all the grays. I got 41 heifers left. They're all black. 40 of them will probably be bred. One of them was Dorfus, that little pale bunter that they would just laugh at if I put her in the ring. So there's 40 of them there that will possibly go to breeding. We'll take another look at them before the bulls go out. But you have to get rid of grays, I guess. I just have to eliminate. They cost the same to feed, and they discount you 10 cents because they're gray. So a little odd. Deer tracks. The deer have been getting into these bales. See there, those are second cut bales. The deer are just going at them. They know what the good stuff is. I've never had that problem here before. I've always been surprised that there weren't more deer eating on the hay, but this year there seemed to be for some reason. Kind of see the different color of the bales there. I've got some no rain first cut and some that got rained on. They're not really stacked in those separate groups, so I kind of have to pick my way through to get the no-rain bales for the heifer calves and the bred heifers, and the cows get stuff that had some rain on it. They're all, like, there's nothing that's terrible hay. That's all either good or very good, I would say. This well site's frozen up. It's been frozen up pretty much all winter. It's an old well, so there's mostly water in with the oil. It freezes up the pump jack, and that's a natural gas compressor. It's always frozen. I see there's a steamer truck coming up the road to try and get it all thawed out. I should get him to do my water bowl. You see a cow's brain, you just stand there, this large object hits you. Now it's going. Stand there. Oh, girl. On the ground. These calves don't clean up a bale, but they can't go 2 days, so I take what's left. I don't think I'm going to feed these bulls, actually. I took what was left of the heifer's hay and dumped it in there yesterday, so it's good hay, so they can clean that up. Fatheads. So I grab what's left with the grapple fork, move the feeder, put a new bale in for these guys every day, and take that hay out to the cows or somewhere where you know they'll clean it up. I'm pretty happy with the heifers. I think when I got the steers and heifers separated before I sold the steers, I think overall the heifer group this year was better quality than the steers. I had way more heifers than steers. And so I think it's a good year to keep a good chunk of them. We completely rolled the bulls over this year. Last year we still used 2 of our older bulls. So these calves are out of them, and most of this calf crop coming will be out of them because they would have bred way more than the yearlings did. So it's a good time to keep a good chunk of these calves and a good chunk of this upcoming year's calves, because they'll be mostly out of the old bull genetics, and then they'll be go into the cow herd with the new bulls genetics in them. So we're going in them. See the steam coming from that steamer truck over there. I like to try and skim off the outer crust of these if I can for these calves, because if you put it in the feeder, they're not going to eat it anyway, and it just makes it harder for them to get at the good stuff. As long as I can find these no-rain first cut bales for these heifers, this is good hay. So there's a lot of hay there, so they'll go in and clean up what's left there, and the rest of this will go. I think I'm going to take it to the cows because I don't think I quite gave them enough. So cows are in pretty decent shape. Some of the older ones are a little thinner than you'd like maybe, but I'll start pumping the hay to them a little harder 1st of March. They generally seem to do all right.